couldn't laugh at jokes. I don't mean I didn't find things funny. I mean, something in me had just shut down so completely that even when something was genuinely funny, I couldn't get there. I couldn't access that for years. And last year or earlier this year, for the first time in a long time, I can remember I laughed and I really laughed at a Seinfeld concert of all places. And I thought, oh, there she is. Hi, I'm DL. I'm 56 years old. I'm a special education teacher. I'm a plein air artist. I'm a grandmother. I'm twice divorced. I've been in therapy every single week for 4 years, and I'm planning to sell most of what I own and move into a van. And this channel is the whole story, the real one. Let me back up and tell you who I am because I think context matters here. I live in Temecula, California, wine country, beautiful, near the Pechanga Reservation. I teach middle and high school special education virtually for a California online school. I'm also a painter, an artist, plein air specifically. That means painting outside, on location, and in real light. For years, I've been chasing the light in the landscape. Early mornings at the beach before anyone else shows up. Afternoons at the lagoon when the water goes completely still. Painting outside teaches you something. You can't control it. The light shifts, the wind picks up, a wave comes in closer than you expected, and you just respond. You stay present, you paint what's actually in front of you. I didn't realize it then, but I was practicing for something bigger. I have 4 adult children, 2 out of state, one in Oklahoma with the 2 grandbabies. One is in Colorado. My mother lives in Surprise, Arizona. My other 2 children live here in the Southern California area. And I have I'm going to call him boyfriend. At 56, it feels like totally the wrong term, but I haven't found a better one yet. You let me know if you have a better one. This last year basically has been proving to me that life can be fun, like genuinely actually get out of the house and do things fun. I'd never been to a Major League Baseball game. We did that. I've never been to a powwow. We did that. I've never been camping. And I'm going to Hawaii in April. And all of this in the last year, and it's all brand new. And I'm very grateful for it. And before you think, how does anybody get to 56 years old without doing any of that? And I want to tell you the real answer because I think that matters. I spent a very long time in relationships that were emotionally harmful. I'm going to go into detail, but I want to be honest with you because I think a lot of women watching this are going to recognize something in what I say. When you live in that kind of environment long enough, where your sense of reality gets questioned and where your joy is used against you, where you make yourself smaller just to keep the peace, you stop knowing how to be in the world. And that's exactly what happened to me. You stop trusting your own instincts and you stop feeling safe, happy. I raised my children in that. My teenagers specifically watched that. And the guilt of it kept me paralyzed for a long time afterward. Like I had used up my last chance, like a small, still, careful life was what I had earned. 4 years ago, I started therapy every single week, and it has been the hardest and most important work of my life. I'm not fixed. I don't think that's how it works, but I am different. I can feel things now without immediately running from them. And I can want things without immediately talking myself out of them. I watched other people have lives for a really long time. I watched them have vacations and laughs and adventures. And I watched from the outside and I told myself that wasn't for me. I'm here to tell you, maybe myself, that it's not too late. Here's something I haven't said out loud very much, but I'm going to say it now because I think it's part of the same story. I've always made beautiful spaces. I genuinely love it. Using secondhand furniture, garage sale, thrifted furniture, a studio that looks like somewhere a creative person actually lives. And for years, I built these rooms and they were real expressions of who I am. But somewhere along the way, the stuff started to own me. I would stay home and reorganize my studio workspace instead of going out to paint. I'd spend a Saturday purging and downsizing and rearranging, and the painting kits would stay in the basket or in the corner. The light would come and go outside, and I would be inside moving things from one shelf to another and telling myself, I'll go out next weekend when the space looks better. It took me a while to see what was actually happening. My home had become a project that never got finished. And as long as the project wasn't finished, I didn't have to go out. I didn't have to risk anything, and I didn't have to be seen. I was hiding behind my aesthetic. And I got so tired, not from being capable, because I am capable. I've proven that over and over, and I've supported myself and built my own life on my own terms. I got tired of all that capacity. I got tired of all that capability, having nowhere to go except the same four walls. I got tired of the loneliness of maintaining an entire life solo, every chore, every decision, every Saturday, just me and my stuff. I don't want to curate a space anymore. I want to be in the space, the real space, the vineyards, the desert, the coast, the mountains. I want to live in nature's aesthetic and the aesthetic of my people. When I'm in the landscape, I feel something that I don't feel in any room that I've ever decorated. I feel like I belong to something larger than my own four walls. So a van doesn't give me less, it gives me everything I actually want and nothing I've been hiding behind. Why a van and why now? Here's what I know about my life right now. I teach virtually, which means I can work anywhere there's a good Wi Fi in the state of California. My children are in 3 different states, and my grandbabies are in Oklahoma. And there are landscapes I have not seen yet that I'd like to paint. I want to teach my class on a Tuesday morning and plan a trip for where I'll take off on a Friday afternoon, maybe to go hold my grandbabies or take my easel to a beach that I've never painted before. A Class B van gives me all of that. A mobile classroom, a mobile studio. The van I want is made by a company called Nuvu. I've been researching them for a while now. They build Class B camper vans designed for people who actually want to live and work in them, not just weekend trips. And I really want one. I'm working toward one, and I don't have it yet. And I'm going to be completely transparent on this channel about every step of getting there. I want to show you the van real quick. This is the van. You can find it at nuvolife.com. They have different models. This one that you're seeing here is the exact one that I want. You can see that there is a kitchen here in front, and that's exactly how I picture things looking out my door and back door. When you look straight to the middle, you see that there's a table and a lounge area. And that's really what attracted me to this van. I can imagine myself sitting in that back corner by the table, opening the doors, getting the sea breeze, or just painting that view. I think the doors do the perfect frame for what I would want to paint. So this one is in a different colorway that I might want to consider. Yep, don't pay attention to the price tag yet. We're not there yet. So this is really what is I can just picture so much of my life here. I can picture my family around the table with me, my partner and I going on camping trips and being able to lounge here and watch TV and have meals here, like the whole shebang. There are 4 seat belts in these seats, so I can take other people and family along. The kitchen is beautiful. There's full-size drawer pantries here. Another view. What you're actually seeing on top, where you see those lights, is actually the queen or almost queen size bed there. So, what I actually was excited about too is that I don't have to really ever like make up the bed too much. I mean, I'll make the bed, but I don't have to look at it, is what I'm saying, like all day long. So, the bed comes down. You can see the blanket into the bed there. And this is it down to its fullest lower level. And then when you're done in the morning, when you're getting up, you just push the button and it goes back up. And here's what it looks like on top. And this is the lounge area when the bed is all the way up. And so you can actually have a bunk bed situation where you can have somebody sleeping on the bottom while you sleep on top. It gives each of you a little bit less room, but it's still very doable. Has a full shower. This is the picture from the back. The garage area is kind of small because of what's inside it, but you do have an outside shower. And this is just kind of what I picture. Is just, I can feel the breeze now. So here's what you can expect from me here now on this channel. You're going to watch me plan a full transition to van life as a working special education teacher. You're going to see my teaching setup, plein air sessions across California and the western states. You're going to ride along with me to Oklahoma, to Colorado, to Arizona to see my family. And you're going to watch me, a 56-year-old woman who spent too many years afraid to want things, figure out how to want them out loud. I'm going to open an online shop to sell my plein air paintings. I'm on Instagram, and all that is part of this. This is for the woman who's been inside too long, who's been reorganizing instead of going, and who watched other people laugh and thought that wasn't for her anymore. It is for you. I promise. I'm DL. I'm 56. I don't have the van yet. Let's go get it.